Yes, y'all. It's another episode of MC Mind where it's all about improving your rap skills. Deluxe here. Today we got a 2-for-1. These questions and they're similar, so I figured I would do 2 birds, 1 seed, non-violent. So the questions come from Ken Squazzy. If I said it wrong, my bad. My bad, bro. He asked, how can I get my own rapping style? And the second question comes from Kelvin Naples. If I said that wrong, my bad. My bad, bro. How do I find my right flow? These questions are similar. We're going to tackle them both together. And I have one word for you. Cadence. Cadence is the key to flow. Cadence is the key to style. Now, if you want to develop your own, you need to experiment with cadence. What is cadence? It's a combination of your vocal intonation, the rhythm patterns, and the emphasis you place, otherwise known as dynamics. So in poetry speak, stressed and unstressed syllables. But it's a combination of those 3 things that make up your cadence. So in order to figure out which flow, which style works for you, you need to experiment in those 3 areas. And the combination of those 3 will determine your style. So vocal intonation is when you use the pitch of your voice to communicate an idea. So in vocal intonation, it is the tone of your voice and how you use it. I've talked about vocal intonation in other videos about improving your rap voice. You can also sustain a tone and make that part of your style. Go for a robot sound if you like it. Lower it or do different things. You can add a little melody to it to where it sounds like you're singing a pitch. Experiment. Your vocal tone is unique, and the only way you'll find something that fits is by experimenting with it. Rhythm patterns. With rhythm patterns, it is how you say the words to a beat. I mean, there's so many different eras. There's the very beginning rap era where it's very simple, like a hip hop, a hip it to the hip hop, you don't stop. Then, we moved on to the new jack swing 90s era where everything was swung. Da 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 da. Then we got into like millennials where it became 16th bass. Da 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 da. People refer to that as chopping. Infinite amount of rhythm patterns that you can play around and experiment with. Emphasis, similar to intonation, but instead of like using pitch to communicate, it's using volume and syllables. If I said dynamics, right? There's 3 syllables, dynamics. So I can go dynamics, dynamics, dynamics. Those all have different feelings to them. So experiment with that in your verses, in your lines, in your freestyles. Alright? Now, after all this experimentation, what is going to come down to as far as your style and your flow is what feels right for you. Not who you want to sound like or who you want to be like, but what feels right for your style. Be patient. This will not happen in a week, in a month, probably not even in a year. It takes time to develop your own rapping style. De La Soul, for example. Listen to their first album and listen to the latest album. You'll hear a huge difference in their rap style. Don't get stuck on trying to sound a certain way or have a certain style. You have to experiment, and then what feels right but naturally vibrates and resonates with you will be your rapping style. Thank you, Ken and Kelvin, for your questions. How would you describe your rap style? That's what I want to know. Let me know in the comment section below. Now, if you love the video, you know what to do. Click the like button. It grows because you guys support it. You support it by subscribing to the channel, and you also support it by joining the email list. There's a link in the description there, so you can click that. Also ask me a question, or you can just join up, and you'll get free tips, the free drills that I release before I release them to the YouTube channel. You get treated special when you're on the email list. And you can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, at MC Mind. Hit me up with the email, mcmind@gmail.com. That is it. Until next episode, thank you. And I'll see you when I see you. Notice my intonation.